We'll be back in just a moment. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And that one, good.
Durant's shot is in the air before the defense even tracks the pass. I mean, he's 2 steps ahead of him. And that, folks, is a combination of awareness and speed.
Now, here's Westbrook. And the loss to the Knicks the other night, definitely not himself. Over Irving. Westbrook, no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. KD passes to Harris, and James pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Davis against KD. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. A 3-pointer, no good.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Anthony against Harden. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Jordan.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
To the inside, Westbrook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Durant. 26 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook dishes to Carmelo. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Harden the pass to Jordan. Here's Harris. We saw him with 10 points last game. The 3 from Harden. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Pass to Harden. Lets it go from deep. And no good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Lakers. Harden with it. sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And that one's good by Davis.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
He misses the free throw.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
And he's good on the second. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Russell Westbrook.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Now, here is Harden. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Harden with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Harden can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here is Durant after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. KD dishes to Jordan. Durant feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Timeout called the Nets. This their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And while we have a moment, let's find out which point guards have had the best month from the charity stripe. Russell Westbrook is second.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Trying to get something going, and it's Jordan with the jam. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They have a 9-point lead. Here's James, and he comes up with the deuce.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Irving following the basket by LeBron James. Pops it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
James outside. Right side Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Davis has got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Harden's shot is off.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Howard, and he overshot that one, missing. Nets trailed by 11. Irving looking over the floor, over Westbrook. Irving can't hit. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. LeBron James on the wing. Right side Davis. The wide open look here for Anthony. No good on the three. Brooklyn's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Harden, no good.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And here is James. 23 points for him the last game against New York.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Now here's Westbrook after LeBron James's miss. Westbrook passes to LeBron. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan comes to deny a shot. His size and reach give him a big advantage.
Here's Harden. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Howard.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And Brooklyn has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Blake Griffin. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Now here's Mills. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Trying to get open his Carter. And Patrick Mills gets the 3. Mills has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Brooklyn. Nunn kicks to Ellington. Back to Nunn. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Ellington. Over Carter. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And the 3 ball is good. Mills has got 6.
You know, Mills has been a guy who's been very streaky as a perimeter shooter, but he's been good behind the arc his entire career.
Now, here's Monk. He's tightly guarded.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Passes it to Mills. Back to Carter. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Ellington, the pass to Nunn. And that one is hammered home.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Mills. 6 points for him. Great open look there.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Now here's Nunn. Covered by Mills. Nunn, that's good. 6 points for him.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Mills looking it over. And Griffin, here we go. No good that time. Davis with some nice deep. And the pass to Nunn. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day, and how can we bring that together to make a great group? And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to, win basketball games.
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Bembry out there with Griffin. Then there's Carter. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. And here's Matthews from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
None against Griffin. And Griffin sends it back. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. Pass to Carter. Here's Bembry. He gets it in there.
Coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Pass to Monk. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, when you look at Monk's shot mechanics, they're really solid. Even with the foul, he completed his follow-through in his shooting motion. Impressive.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Bembry shot good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now, here's Monk. 8 points his last outing. The shot's good. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautiful.
Outside Griffin. No good with the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Brown. None passes to Davis. Now, Nunn. 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York. Monk with the ball. Carter on him. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hey, if you're going to foul Monk, you need to wrap him up. I mean, when you don't, he finds a way to get the ball in the basket.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5 stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Irving subbed in for Carter. Free throw drops for Monk. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
Pass to baseball. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Monk over Harris. The shot by Monk is no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 10-point game. Fires from deep. Westbrook pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look at the top three-point shooting small forwards this season in the NBA. Every wingman should have that shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. You take a look at Harris, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the 3. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And the Nets making a change here. Jordan's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Boy, Monk is so lethal and efficient as a scorer. I mean, great range, always hunting his shot. I'd like to see him work on his passing, but, man, he can put it in the basket.
And there's the pass to KD over Anthony. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Durant's got it back down to single digits for Brooklyn. And Bazemore kicks to Westbrook. Monk for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Brown. Covered by Anthony. Brown dishes to Durant. They double-team KD. And a wide-open look for Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Irving's got 5 now.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Monk, the pass to Howard. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Nets trailed by 8. Right side, Irving. And it's sent back by Howard. They retain possession. Here's Westbrook. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Stolen by Durant. Down low, Brown. Can't get it to fall.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Bazemore misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Down low. He dishes it to Jordan. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Pass to Monk. Goes up. No good off the front iron.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Irving for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got a pair of triples in the second now for Brooklyn.
And I
like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Westbrook. Plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
The defense all over Westbrook there, but he's crafty. He's slick, and he was focused on that shot.
Irving passes to KD. Pops it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fires the three. Westbrook, no good. Nets trail by 7. Harris looking it over. Outside, KD.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Pass to Bazemore. And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Big boy muscle that time by DeAndre Jordan was not going to be stopped. Got the hoop, +1.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So for the Nets, James Harden comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ellington comes in for Malik Monk. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And the first one drops.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 6. He kicks it to Harden. Six to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Now here's Westbrook. He's covered closely. Three-pointer Ellington, but they recover it. At the elbow, Westbrook. Back to Ellington. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Harris dishes to KD. Over Westbrook. Passes to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. And the three off target. Lakers leading by 4. It's stolen by Harris. The pass to KD. Mills with it. 6 points for him. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. No good on the triple.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Here's Westbrook. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Mind the lane. One shot.
Free throw good, Jordan.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Pass to Gasol. Ellington with it. Pass to James. 7-foot shot. That shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Passes it to the Bembry. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
And here is James. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Good on the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Brooklyn lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
The Nets shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Harden the pass to Mills. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
You know, Patty Mills is one of a long line of outstanding Australian players who played their college ball in Northern California at St. Mary's College.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Mills. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Ellington kicks to Davis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You know, unlike a lot of bigs, Davis doesn't have to operate inside. He's totally confident in his ability to do damage from the perimeter.
Here's Carter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A nice show being put on tonight by DeAndre Jordan. He had 12 points. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving?
If I'm being honest,
Yes.
no. He's just another level player at that position with the ball.
You said no because you forget about Isaiah Thomas, Allen Iverson, Steph Curry. Listen, Kyrie Irving's a guy you can always compare to. Don't say no.
Okay.
Like those guys don't exist.
All right, my bad. You're right.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Davis. LeBron James is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Howard. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. And the rejection by LeBron.
LeBron, one of those players who gets fired up by defense as much as offense. And that block is going to put a major bounce in his step.
The kick out to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Yep, that one goes in there. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Harden's shot is good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook passes to LeBron. Over Harden, and James with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
You know, part of being an outstanding point forward like LeBron is mastering the pick and roll. And trust me when I say it now, he masters the pick and roll.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
The 3 from Davis. The offensive rebound. That one falls. Anthony's got 7.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Harris outside. The pass to Jordan. This one for 3. Harden can't hit. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Durant and KD throws it down.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
LeBron outside. Pass to Carmelo. Anthony missing again. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Howard. Pass to Anthony. And here is Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Harris outside. Passes it to Irving. Irving double team. To the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. James, the shot from the low post is good. 9 points for LeBron.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
Westbrook against Irving. Out to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Rebound the Lakers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Monk. Brooklyn's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. A pass to Irving. Over Westbrook. Jordan trying to free himself up. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 10.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
And Howard with the stuff. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Outside for Davis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the paint. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan is simply wearing them out tonight, performing at a high level.
Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
The Nets with the lead. Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Outside Jordan. Back to KD for 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best, attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style.
Irving dishes to KD. trying to free himself up, and it's Durant missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The kick out to Westbrook. LeBron outside. At the top of the key, Monk. Shoots over Brown. The shot by Monk is no good.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Outside Durant. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Durant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside, it's not just threes, it's that mid-range game too.
Timeout called the Lakers. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number and he knows it.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Carter, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol is checked in for Howard. Matthews comes in for Malik Monk. Wayne Ellington's checked in for LeBron. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ellington.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis, seeing the floor and making the right decision.
Now Mills. He's got 10. Griffin looking it over. Dishes it to Brown. Back to Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Griffin's got 6.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
None, that's good. He's got 10.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Mills. And the layup is good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Matthews. From the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he's got great range and rhythm as a dangerous shooter, especially from deep where he shoots it with ease.
Now here's Mills, defended by Nunn.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Davis, the pass to Nunn. He kicks it to Ellington. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And the shot is long. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Over to the wing. Pass to Davis. Back to Nunn. For the lead. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 1. And that one's good. Griffin.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
The Lakers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. On the wing, Ellington. Defended by Carter. Nunn looking around. Back to Ellington. Over Carter. Los Angeles with another miss. Nets leading by 3. Here's Claxton, defended by Gasol. Offensive rebound and another shot, and Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Count it.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Brown the pass to Mills. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Bounce pass from Ellington. Davis kicks to Ellington. Trying to get open is Davis, and they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Bruce Brown. And then for Los Angeles, Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Matthews. Pass to Nunn. Lakers passing it around. Now the pass to Ellington. And he hits it to tie the game up. Ellington's got 6 points in the quarter.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
The shot by KD, no good. For the lead, Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 14 points. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers ahead, leading by just 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Carter. And it's Mills in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
He throw good, James Harden.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Nunn. Pass to Bazemore. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And so Bazemore nails both of them. Brooklyn trailing. KD with it. Pass to Harden. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. KD's got 4 assists in the game. And Nunn has got the ball here for Los Angeles. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense there from Irving. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Passes it to Bazemore. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Harden. There's the pass to Howard. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Ellington sinks the triple. And the Lakers lead by 1.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Inside, Durant, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Bazemore. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. Outside for Griffin, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at Davis. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Going to be a fantastic weekend. Here's Durant. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. KD's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Timeout called the Lakers. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Carter. The Lakers also changing it up. Monk's checked in for Kent Bazemore. LeBron comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
No easy way to hold KD down. He's slick, he's slippery, he's smooth with the ball. That's why he draws fouls.
That's good from Durant.
Boy, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
James, the bounce pass. Here's Westbrook. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Harden finds KD. Nailed from three-point land. KD's got 10 points now just in this quarter. The Lakers trail. Pass to Monk. Now James. Outside Westbrook. Passes to Monk. Three-pointer. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That's good from Harris on the assist by Durant. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Westbrook. And Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
And the pass to Harden. Harden draws the double. 6 to shoot. Here's Jordan, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Brooklyn?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Davis is checked in for Malik Monk. He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a 2-possession game now.
James dishes to Howard. Back to LeBron. Over Harden. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
KD with the bucket.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
James outside. Back to Westbrook. Down low. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from LeBron.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
To the middle. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
One shot.
Free throw good, Howard.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and he plays it pretty well.
Outside Irving. Jordan the pass to Harden. To the inside. Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 3.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Davis inside, covered by Irving, and it's Davis missing. Howard against Irving. Kicks to Harris. Harden outside. Launches a three. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's the drive by James. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Thursday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Excellent coverage from Durant, able to guard multiple positions due to his size, athleticism, and length.
On the wing, Harris hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it's Durant missing. Lakers trail by 4. James wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Harden against James. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Here's KD. And no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way to take the lead. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Irving. Pass to Harden. They can't stop the run with that one. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 2-point game. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harden's got 15 points here in the second half. James outside. Back to Westbrook. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
No quit, no dying in Westbrook. He's coming until the horn says 0.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Brooklyn's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Timeout called the Nets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Present our New Balance player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Irving finds Harris. Outside Irving, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And here's Westbrook. Here's Anthony. Good on the short little jump shot. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And good that time.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Loads it up for Davis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Bounce pass from Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Both free throws good for Irving.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on.
LA has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Westbrook up top. He's covered by Irving. Out to Anthony. Takes a 3. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Nets trailed by 3. Outside Griffin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. James, the pass to Howard. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And you know, he's been in these tight spots before. Howard loves being the one to make the right decision in the clutch.
James against Harden. Harden draws the double. A look from Harris. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Harris has been in these situations before. He's a veteran player and very calm taking the big shots.
Here's Westbrook. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
No surprise there. I mean, this is who Westbrook is. This is what Westbrook does. Ready to step up in the biggest moments.
One shot.
Free throw good. Westbrook.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
The 3 from Harden. That one's not going to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's off as well, so he misses both. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 6. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 6. Laces one from 3.
You got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Shooting 2.
The first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Here's Harden. Money!
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
On the wing, Harris. Trifecta!
And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 2. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 7 seconds left in the game. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. Here's Irving. A shot. Great look there, but off target.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. AD, close game. Congrats on the win. What would you say the mood of the team is?
I feel great. You know, we knew it was going to be a tough game for us. You know, they made a lot of tough shots, you know, and we just wanted to defend. You know, I think Coach called some great plays for us. We made some big-time stops. You know, we came out with the win tonight.
Hey, man, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For